It's time to break down all the news from today. If you missed any stories, this is kind of your recap. So let's dive right into it. And we're getting started with China, where this does not directly affect the United States, but there's definitely going to be something in which the United States is going to be paying attention to. Because today, China is now easing a lot of travel restrictions when it comes to those from the United Kingdom. This came after the UK and Canada, because this also applies to them, after they made trade deals with China. And this is kind of one of those rewards. In a statement, China says that the move would, quote, further facilitate people-to-people exchanges between China and other countries. So why is this such a big deal? Well, the UK and Canada are now looking to China to trade with because of the tariffs and issues going on with the United States. And it shows how much the United States is actually getting further apart from China and the UK when it comes to trade. A good example of this is what Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, said, which was that businesses are, quote, crying out for ways to grow their footprint in China, meaning that these companies in Canada and the UK would rather work with China than the United States. Next, we move over to Minnesota, where we're finding out that not all ICE agents are moving out of Minneapolis. The White House's border czar, Tom Homan, spoke to CBS's Face the Nation, where he says, quote, we already moved well over 1,000 people as of Monday and Tuesday. We'll remove several hundred more, saying that a small security force will remain temporarily. They're pretty much going to be there to protect other federal agents in the area. How long will they continue doing operations? We technically don't know. Back in DC, Pam Bondi is still getting a lot of backlash from the way that she acted during the hearings this week. One of the people who are pushing back is U.S. Representative Thomas Massie, who says that yes, you may have released the records, but we want to see the memos. He argues that the DOJ is purposely not releasing certain memos, which explain why Epstein and associates were or were not charged, saying, quote, the bill says they must release internal notes about decisions to prosecute or not prosecute. He also put a list of names together on people who they could have prosecuted, and he wants those memos on those people, including Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, and Prince Andrew. Next, we heard from Donald Trump on Truth Social about the Board of Peace, saying that they have now put together $5 billion to rebuild Gaza, and also the fact that he plans to deploy thousands of international police and stabilization forces to the area, calling what he says as the most consequential international body in history. And lastly, the United States today boarded yet another vessel, this time in the Indian Ocean, called the Veronica 3. This one was a Shadow Fleet ship, and now that's out of circulation. I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on all of these stories and more, so please do share this video and follow me for more.